Hello exceptionals, you're welcome to this video tutorial again. This is the voice of David Gladness, and on this particular video I'm going to be showing you on how you can create a very simple design making use of your smartphone, of course. And on this particular video we are going to be replicating this design you are seeing right here, making use of the Canva app. It's a very simple design. Just make sure you follow through the process and you will be able to get something similar or almost the same. Okay, so without further ado, let's proceed into the video tutorial. The first thing I'm going to do is to open up my Canva app. Alright, great. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to set up my workspace by tapping on this plus. You are seeing my cursor right here, and then the next thing I'm going to click on this place. You are seeing custom size. Now once you have gotten to that, this column you are seeing right here, the width and the height, we are going to be imputing the same numbers because this design initially is 4 equal size, aspect ratio 1:1. So we are going to be using equal size. For me, I'm going to work with 1280 by 1280. Then you can work with any size you want. Just make sure they are the same. If it is 1000, make sure the other one as well is 1000. Okay, both the height and the width should be the same. Then click on create new design. Alright, great. As you can see, we now have our workspace ready. If something like this pops up during your design, just swipe down. Okay, now I want to change the color of my background to the color that was used. So just tap on the background, the Canva, tap on it, and then click on this place you're seeing color. Now we want to select a red color, and as you can see, I can't find any red color from here. So I'm just going to tap on this place you're seeing color wheel, this plus. I'm going to tap on it, and then I'm going to use my hand to select the type of fill I want right here. Okay, I want it to be a little bit dark, and I think I can work with this, so I'll just swipe down. Now the next thing I want to do is to give this background a kind of texture feel. So I'm just going to click on this place you are seeing elements. All right, now I want to bring in a texture. Like I said earlier, you can see this place you are seeing search elements. Just tap on it and search for texture. Just type in texture. Okay, all right, perfect. Now I'm going to click on this place you are seeing see all, and now all we need to do is to swipe to look for the type of texture fill that works best for us. So I'm just going to be I'm going to make use of this particular texture you are seeing right here, this particular one you're seeing right here. All right, so I'm going to increase the size to fill up my workspace. Okay, I'm just going to increase the size just like this. Now in case your home did not automatically pick this yellow color, right, just tap on this place you are seeing color, and then you can select the color you feel like using. But then I'm pretty sure you should get the color, but just in case it's automatically picked another color, you can change your color back to yellow like this. Okay, so I just want to work with this, and I'm just going to reduce the transparency. So just swipe to where you are going to see transparency right here and reduce it just a little to about 50. We can work with 40. Let's work with 40. Great. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to bring in a circle shape. I'll just tap on this place you're seeing element. I'll click on element again, and then I'm going to locate a circle shape. Okay, I'm going to locate a circle shape. As you can see, these are my shapes. I just click on circle. Perfect. Now I want this circle shape to be a white color, so I'll tap on the circle and then click on this place you are seeing color, and then I'm going to select white. All right, now we need to increase the size of our circle to be very big, that it's going to fill up half of the workspace, just like this. Now you can see that tiny line is showing me at the middle. Make sure yours as well is showing you something similar, because we need this to know that our circle is at the middle. Then I'm just going to leave it right here. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to start bringing in my text. All right, so I'm going to tap on this place you are seeing text, and then I'm going to click on add a heading. Now the design we want to create is for a shawarma brand. Okay, and we want to create it for a brand named Tasty Shawarma. Okay, just like an advertisement flyer for shawarma. So I'm just going to reduce the size of the Tasty, and then I'm going to position it at the middle around this place. Okay, now we'll change the color to the background color by going to this place you're seeing color, and then I'm going to select that same red that is on the background. Perfect. Now I'm going to bring in another text, Then I'm going to type in shawarma. All right, now I'll bring this shawarma closer to the tasty text, but then I would like to change the font I'm using currently for the shawarma. By tapping on this place, you're seeing FF font, and then I'm going to swipe. You can just click on this arrow button to show you the list of fonts. I'm going to swipe and then select a script font. I need a script font. It's a font that looks like an handwriting. So I'm going to be working with this. Let's check this out. Now, this is too tiny. All right, I would love to work with this particular font you're seeing right here, Benedict. That's the name of the font I would love to use. But then as you can see, the Benedict font is having a crown icon in front of it, which means without the Canva Pro, you will not be able to use the Benedict font, okay? However, if you need the Canva Pro, you can send me a DM, and then I'm going to direct you on how you can get the Canva Pro almost for free, okay? So just select the Benedict font if you're having access to the Canva Pro. But then if you are not, you can use any of the fonts that looks similar, okay? So for me, I'm going to be working with this particular Benedict font, and then I'm going to increase the size of my font and then position it at the middle like this. Perfect. Now it already has the color I want it to have, but then I still want to work on the text, right? So I'm just going to scroll and click on this place you're seeing color. I want to change the color to the color of that texture, which is this particular yellow, right? I'm just going to tap on it. Then I'm going to swipe down. As you can see what I did there. Now we are going to duplicate this particular shawarma text by tapping on this icon you are seeing right here. This particular icon, or you just scroll to this place, click on more, then click on copy, and then click on paste. As you can see, it has automatically duplicated. Now we'll be changing this particular text color to red. Scroll and click on color again, and then change it to the color of the background. Now this is where the works comes in, because we are trying to create it more like a text effect. Okay, now go to the notch button. We are going to locate notch button. We are going to make use of this notch button to position our text the way we want it, as you can see, just like this. Perfect. Now the texts, the yellow text, I need it to be a little bit invisible. How do I do that? I need to reduce the transparency. Just tap on any element you have brought in, then scroll to where you are going to see layers. Okay, click on this page you're saying layers, and then tap on that particular yellow text. Look at it right here. This is it. Then I'm going to reduce the transparency. I'll reduce the transparency to about 30. And now we are good to go. Now all we need to bring in is our sales copy. So just tap on this place you're seeing text again. Click on add a subheading, and then I'm going to type in my sales copy real quick. Perfect. Now I have typed in my text. So I'm just going to tap on it, and then I'll reduce the size a little. Now I'll position it just beneath the shawarma text like this. Then I'll use this button you are seeing right here to adjust the padding to what suits to my own tastes. I would like to work with this, but then I still need to reduce the text to be beneath the shawarma text, just like this. Perfect. Now we are almost done with the design, right? So I'm going to bring in my shawarma doodles by clicking on element. Now if you are not having the Canva Pro, you might not have access to some of the shawarma, because I did not download any elements. All the elements I use for this particular design, I got them directly from Canva. You can just click on elements, then search for shawarma doodles, right? I clicked on elements, then you can see this place you're saying search elements. I'll tap on it and then type in shawarma doodle. And as you can see what it brought out several options right here. It's brought out several options. So I want to work with this particular first one you're seeing right here. I'll just tap on it. Now, in your own case, if you don't have access to the Canva Pro, some elements might not be available for free, which I'm not saying if you search for it, you are not going to see it. You are definitely going to see it. But then, I didn't mean I'm not using the Canva Pro. This element is going to be having a watermark, which is not good for your design. Your design shouldn't be watermarked, okay? So I'm going to be providing you with the resources I'm using for free, right? I'm going to be providing it for free. But then if you know that you want to focus on Canva, I would advise you try to get the Canva Pro. So I'm going to rotate, as you can see, just like I've done already. I'll rotate using this button, right? I'll use it to rotate my elements like this, then increase the size and position it just around here like this. Let me reduce the size a bit. Now I'll go to color and I'll change the color to that same yellow. Perfect. Now I want to bring in my shawarma images as well. So like I said, every element I used in this design, I imported them directly from this particular place, okay, from Canva itself. I did not download them. As you can see, I have different type of shawarma images I can work with right here. So if you are not having access to the Canva Pro, all these ones you are seeing edu, they are not available for free. So I'd love to work with this particular one you're seeing right here. But do not worry, like I said, I'm going to save it in a transparent form and I'll provide it for you, okay? So I'm going to position it right here. Now I'll go to flip. I'll scroll and locate where you're seeing flip right here, and then I'll flip horizontal. Then I'll reduce the size of my shawarma a little and position it around here like this. Perfect. Now I'll tap on this one and bring it backward a little. Now I'll duplicate this same shawarma by tapping on this plus icon. I'll copy it. I'll reduce the size of this particular one a little bit more, and then I'll position it inside the circle, entirely inside the circle, just like this. As you can see, this particular shawarma, I'm trying to create a kind of effect as if the shawarma is coming outside the circle. It's coming from outside the circle. Now we have been able to create that effect, but then it is not looking real yet. And what do we need to do to look real? We need to use shadow. Just like human being, if you are standing, there should be a shadow, right? So we need to create a form of shadow for this. We need to create a form of shadow, and when we're able to do that, our shawarma is going to look so real, as though it's coming outside of from inside the circle, right? It's coming outside from the circle. All right. Now I would locate my shadow elements by tapping on elements, and then I'll search for shadow. All right, so as you can see, I have different type of shadows here. So I'm just going to select whichever one I feel like will work best for this particular video. I would love to use this particular one. As you can see, it's also Edu. It's having Edu, so which can only work for those that have access to the Canva Pro. So now I'm going to reduce the size, and then I'll position it beneath that particular shape, the shawarma, right? Beneath the shawarma, right here at the middle. Then I'll go to my layer, or perhaps you can go to position, right? You can go to position right here, click on backward so that it will be at the back of those shawarma. Click on backward. All right, now we are not done with that, so we are going to reduce the transparency of this particular shadow, right, by going to transparency and reducing it a bit to about 70. Now duplicate this shadow. We need to position it in the front as well, in the front of this shawarma right here. Then I'll rotate it a bit like this. I like to increase the size. Then I'll move it as well by going to position and then click on backward twice. Perfect. Now the last shawarma, we need to create a shadow for it as well. That's small shawarma. So we'll tap on this duplicate again, and then we are going to position it around here like this. I'll reduce the size of the shadow. Then I'll click on backward by going to position, backward. Now I would like to increase the transparency of this particular one to about 80. All right, then I'll go to my notch. I'll scroll to my notch button and move the shadow closer to the shawarma itself. Now I don't want the shadow to come out of the circle shape, okay? I don't want it to come out of the circle shape, so I will reduce the size and then reposition my shadow perfectly beneath the shawarma. Great. And as you can see, we have been able to use the shadow to create a form of illusion, as if the shawarma is coming right from the circle shape, that big circle shape, right? So you can see this particular shawarma doodles. I like to increase the size a little bit more, like this. Perfect. Now we are almost done with our design. We just need to bring in the call to action by clicking on elements any design without a call to action is almost useless, okay? Especially when it is a sales design. So I'm going to bring in a square shape with a curved edge. I'll change the color to white. Tap on the shape, go to color, change it to white. Then I'm going to drag it beneath around here. I'll adjust the height to something like this. I'll move it up a bit. Perfect. Now you can see the curved edges. These curved edges, I don't want it to be too curved, so I'll just leave it at 20. Great. Now I'll go to border, although I did not add border from the beginning of the design, but then I'm going to be doing that now. So I'll click on this place you are seeing style, and I will add border. Right? I'll make it 2. So I'll use this particular second style. Then I'll go to color, the border color. Then I'll use that yellow color as my border color. So let's just copy this let pamper, right? Now I'll click on edit. Then I'll edit it to order now. Perfect. I'd like to increase the size. Adjust my padding. I would suggest you just bring in a new text instead of going through this stress. Then I'll reduce the size of my order now to fit properly inside the box. And then I'll change the color to a red color as well. Now I'll duplicate the text. So I'll go to color to change it to a white color. So you can change this, you can use your WhatsApp phone number or whatever you want to use, but for this particular design I used a website. So I'll just use www.tastyshawarma.com. Then you can see this place you're seeing B. I do not want it to be bold, so I'll just tap on it. I don't want it to be bold. Alright. Now I'll tap on my text and adjust the padding so that it will be something like this. Then you can go to your B format. You can see the boldness is here. Tap on it. We don't want it to be bold at all. Then I'll go to my spacing, and then I will increase the letter spacing to something like this. This is to give space in between the letters. Don't make it to be too much, okay? And now we are done with our design. Let's just position it beneath like this. Beautiful. Now we are done with the design, and all we need to do is to save up the design. So just click on this icon you're seeing right here, and your design is going to start saving immediately. Like I said, if you are not having access to the Canva Pro, you might need to import all these elements, and I'm going to make them available for you. But then if you need the Canva Pro, you can send me a direct message, and I'm going to guide you through on how you can get it almost for free. Thank you once again for sticking around to the end of this video, and I hope it has been beneficial enough. If there is any part of this video you did not see properly or you did not understand, kindly back forward the video. And if you are still not getting it, feel free to send me a DM for your questions, and I will be ready to attend to them. See you on the next video.